Frankie, it's your essential everyday BoxMac on BoxMac. This is a store brand, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna get a laptop.
Okay. I am John Hunt. We're gonna make macaroni and cheese today. We've never made it before. Ever. So we got 4 flavors. 3 cheese, it's a favorite of mine. Normally, regular macaroni and cheese, which is upside down, and I can't turn it the other way. Because we opened them, you remember on the unboxing. There's some powder coming out of them. That's what it is. There's debris. White cheddar and a thick and creamy, which is my personal favorite.
You prefer that to a 3 cheese at this point?
I don't know, it's kind of 50-50.
It just tastes like milk.
What, you don't like milk?
What, you don't like milk?
What, you don't like milk?
Essential Everyday Deluxe Shells and Cheese is what we did once, so we did a deluxe. Episode 105, max that we're pretty sure we've tried before. It was a thick cheese, average but good deluxe, and a little sour.
That sounds like the quintessential episode of BoxMac. Just a little tiny bit sour, as a deluxe normally is.
Essential Everyday Foods. They have a cereal, Essential Everyday Fruity Loops.
Ooh, that sounds good. Can we just switch to box cereal?
None of them are deluxes. You've been thinking about getting a new hat.
I have. I'm tired of this hat, Frankie. It's done this line. I don't know. I've only had it on for a few minutes. I already got the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always does.
And the line takes like 20 minutes to go away.
And it leaves you with, a Rocky Horror hairdo.
And I used to have a different chef's coat, and I like that more too.
Is it time to buy some new stuff?
I think I'm gonna buy some new stuff.
'Cause I'd rather not hear you bitch every time we shoot.
I was just hoping we'd just kind of stop doing BoxMac, and then, I wouldn't have to deal with this
Oh
problem.
God, don't let this episode turn into this. There was an episode of, I think it was Opie and Anthony some time ago.
Yep, it's going back a ways.
They used to have Jim Norton on regularly. They had Jesse Ventura on as a guest, and they got into like a big political discussion about, I think like 9/11 or something. And Jesse Ventura got extremely up his own butt about everything. He kept lobbing this thing at him that like he wasn't a veteran, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. And so he gets up and he goes, "Thank you for your service."
Thanks for your service to our country.
You're welcome. Jim Norton goes, "Yeah, thanks for touching me. You and your Rocky Horror hairdo."
Thanks for touching me with your stupid riff raff and Rocky Horror hairdo.
You had crazy hair. That inspired Jesse Ventura to stare at him for a while.
I'm not gonna fight a guy like you. That means nothing to me.
I know. Thank you for your service to
Oh, you're welcome. You're a bigger patriot than me. Godspeed.
It's one of my favorite interactions I've ever seen. I assume he's referring to like Riff Raff.
Yeah.
From Rocky Horror,
Riff raff and Rocky Horror hairdo.
who was bald with long hair.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura was looking a little unkempt that day. There's a period of time there where Jesse Ventura was a moral arbiter. He'd be like on The View and stuff.
Yeah, that was a weird period of our existence.
And I call them gangs. They're not parties. The definition of party is a festive occasion.
Let's turn to this topic, Frankie.
Yeah.
What was the best thing you ate this week? Give it a minute's thought.
Unedited.
Yeah. I can tell you what mine is. I had some tomato sauce. I ground up some spinach in a food processor, added it in, and then I served it over sausages.
Right.
And that was delicious. I love spinach in tomato sauce, one of my favorite combinations, and it was delicious.
Is this the first time you'll have regular pasta in a week?
Yeah, it is.
I convinced John, like, try a high protein diet, no
trying
carbs.
a low carb.
We're
which
both
is
doing it.
Under 40 is the target for daily.
Right, because carbs make us feel like crap.
Yeah, they do. Since I've started cutting out most carbs, I feel a lot better, honestly.
So the irony is that the mac and cheese guys have cut out dairy and are low carb.
Yeah, I cut out dairy too.
And you were finding that you were eating pasta pretty regularly.
Yeah, basically every night. I'd have a pasta or a heavy carb thing, and very little protein, actually.
Leave it to 2 fat guys not know anything about protein.
People are very difficult to talk to about it.
Yes.
Have you noticed this?
Not only that, but then if it doesn't work out for you, then
like you have to have a press release about
So I'm not doing the low carb thing.
Like, what happened to the low carb?
Yeah, you order a big bowl of mac, and like, what happened to the low carb? And you're like, all right, attention everyone, as of.
Like you have to oversell the idea that you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I don't care.
I don't care anymore. Are you sure you were doing so well in that? I know, I don't care.
Just to push them away forever.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the wall.
Let's talk about politics and religion and the wall. Let's talk about abortion.
Anything to get us off this topic.
I want to know where everybody thinks life begins in the womb. I want to hear from the men. What do you guys think about abortion? Whoa, the cheese is green.
What? What do you mean?
Cheese is green.
Cheese that is green equals true?
How does it smell?
Not too bad. There's a good air of cheese going on.
Let's talk about the wall. I would like to take a moment to remind them that the BoxMac Volume 5 Blu-ray is out.
Oh yeah, that's a great thing to remind them of.
Where it at?
Yeah, I got my very own.
One of these looks pretty good. I assume this is the thick and creamy?
Yes, that's the thick and creamy. We got to get those butters melted fully, so just keep
Okay.
stirring them.
Matthew. Do you like Matt or Matthew? No preference whatsoever?
No preference, but usually when people say Matthew, it's in that kind of like, could you just do the thing, please?
I don't think I would mean it that way. I wonder how that will go with Glow and Gloria. I feel like they'll just end up being interchangeable.
You'll end up breaking out the Gloria as
Yeah.
a slight chastising.
What about Gloria Joy?
Oh, jeez.
That's it.
She better go running.
You'll use her middle name when she's in trouble?
Yeah, she's always in deep trouble with me.
Let's try the white cheddar first, shall we? Pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Not bad. Let's try thick and creamy. It is a little bit thick and creamy, basically the same flavor otherwise.
Yeah. I do like it more
It's not bad, yeah.
for that reason.
Let's try the traditional.
Tradition.
Tastes pretty normal. It's kind of nice, balanced, buttery.
Normal.
And finally, our 3 cheese.
Which is green.
It's all right.
They're all good, actually. I'll tell
Yeah.
you. I gotta tell you right now, which is bad news for us low-carb guys.
It may be a fact that we are not accustomed to eating carbs, that this is suddenly why they taste so good.
It's possible.
If you haven't eaten carbs in a week, they taste pretty good.
I think they're objectively good. What do we have coming up? The German ones? You want to do them?
Not really, but okay. We'll explore some German Macs next time on BoxMac. All right, I gotta get out of this kitchen.
Don't put words in my mouth.
You're yelling. You said
I'm
the
not
F word.
yelling.
You're the governor.
And I'm only talking your language so you'll understand.
You're welcome. Thanks for touching me with your stupid riff-raff Rocky Horror hairdo.
Thanks for your service to our country.